Hello everyone. We'll dry for most of us today, but snow will return tonight, and then tomorrow looks like a snowy day in southern Wisconsin. But let's start with today first, and I do say most of us will be dry today because for a couple more hours I still have to mention the chance for some stray rain showers in the northern part of the area. I think there's a chance during the morning commute for a stray shower, Viroqua, Baraboo, Portage, Beaver Dam, but probably just in our northernmost counties. I think even Madison and areas to the south completely dry. And I do think it's just a couple more hours. There could be a stray shower or two by 10 a.m. The rain chance over with for everyone for the rest of the day. But notice still cloudy, and keep an eye on temperatures. This is going to be a day where temperatures are either not going to rise at all, or I bet in a lot of places they're going to come down just a little bit. So keep an eye on temperatures. Here we are at 10 a.m. and it's 43 in Racine, 44 in Kenosha. So let's jump ahead to 2 o'clock this afternoon, and now 42 in Racine, 43 in Kenosha. Certainly not tumbling temperatures. In some places, temperatures may just hang steady, but we're not going to be warming up. That's what I want to stress. Don't expect a warm up this afternoon. If anything, temperatures might come down a little bit. And early this afternoon, very windy, gusts around 40 miles per hour. So absolutely a wind chill factor. You can easily take 10 degrees off these temperatures, and that's what it's really going to be feeling like. Still completely dry. Even at 6 o'clock this afternoon, completely dry. Still a lot of clouds, and notice temperatures coming down a little bit more. So when is the snow going to return? It looks like the first, probably just flurries at this point, will start to push into the western part of the state around 9 o'clock this evening. So the snow not beginning until 9 o'clock this evening. No snow during the day today. Even at 9 o'clock, it's not going to be much. And that's why I'm going to skip a lot of time now. There's no chance beginning at 9 o'clock. I think for a lot of the night, it's mainly going to be in the western part of the area, mainly going to be light to moderate stuff. But where things are going to start to change is about 5, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, because now it's not just the light blue showing up. Look at the dark blue showing up. That's where heavy snow is expected. So gotta say that for Baraboo, Portage, Dodgeville, and even Madison, beginning around 5, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, the potential for heavy snow. And I do think the snow will have begun in the southeastern part of the state as well, but probably not at 6 a.m. any heavy snow. But I think that's going to quickly change, because now we're going to go ahead just 3 hours from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and look how it fills in the southeastern part of the state. So I've got to say, even though it may not take until the end of the morning commute in the southeastern part of the state, I do think there's a potential for everyone in southern Wisconsin to see some heavy snow during the morning commute tomorrow. And notice the temperatures are going to be at freezing or below, so this snow will begin accumulating as soon as it starts falling from the sky. And it's still going to be breezy out there. And I do think the winds will probably increase a little bit more as we go into the afternoon. And when we have breezy, windy conditions, that reduces the visibility even more compared to just being calm and the snow coming down. When you got those breezy, windy conditions, that'll reduce visibility even more. So keep that in mind. 9 a.m., look how we are covered, and there are pockets of heavy snow everywhere in southern Wisconsin. But this may very well be the peak during the late morning hours tomorrow. Look at noon. Look how it's possible that by noon, the heavy snow may very well be limited to the eastern part of the area. Now, it's still a lot of light to moderate snow over Madison, but notice the dark shades of blue not over Madison right now. And it looks like the area that might see the heaviest snow for the longest amount of time might be the most southeastern corner of the state. So that may very well be where we see the biggest snowfall totals. I'll give you an update on that tomorrow morning. We'll see if that trend still holds. And I do think it's early afternoon that those winds will have picked right back up, gusts 35 miles per hour. So even in the light to moderate snow, visibility is reduced more than usual because it is going to be windy, uniform gusts across southern Wisconsin. All right, so now we're looking at 3 o'clock maybe still some heavy snow. Racine, Kenosha, Milwaukee. I think for most, though, we are done. In fact, transitioning to really just isolated snow showers in the western part of the area, even Madison. And by the time we get to 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, I think we're done with the accumulating snow. Maybe still some flurries in the eastern half of the area. I'll leave in the chance of flurries east of Madison, but I think even those are probably going to come to an end during the evening hours. But I do think the accumulating snow over with 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So, how much snow? Well, I think the big thing I want to emphasize is for a lot of us, we're looking at 3 to 5 inches of snow. Probably a 4-inch snowfall amount is going to be most common. You can see a lot of folks in that 3 to 5 inch zone with 4, 5 inches, maybe looking a little bit more common than 3 to 4, but 3 to 5 inches, a very common snowfall amount. But if you want to start looking at some specifics, notice where I've got that highest amount, that 5 to perhaps 6 inch amount in Kenosha. I think that could end up being sweet spot, the potential up to 6 inches in Kenosha. Madison knows 4 to 5, Janesville 3 to 4, but as you go to the north and west, look how things start to change. There's definitely not as much heavy snow. Notice how the total drops to just 2 to 3 inches in Portage, 1 to 2 inches in Baraboo, and then a big drop up Boscobel, Viroqua, as little as a dusting and no more than an inch.